Welcome back, intrepid pioneer of the paranormal, to another chilling episode of the Haunted Hollywood channel. Tonight, we cross a line where worlds collide, a place where the legends of the paranormal infect the imaginations of Hollywood's most storied filmmakers. We invite you to lay bare the sinister truths behind Hollywood's most haunting tales. Join us as we count down Volume 2 of the top 5 most accurate paranormal movies of document cases that defy explanation. From the twisted nightmares of Elm Street to the seemingly endless haunted corridors of the Winchester house, these films do more than entertain. They haunt us with their unsettling authenticity, each story drenched in meticulous research and stunning detail. So grab your popcorn, dim the lights, and prepare to be transported once again to a dimension where the line between fact and fiction is so obscured you might ask yourself the question, are there really no such things as ghosts? This is Haunted Hollywood, and these are the top 5 most accurate paranormal movies based on documented cases, Volume 2. Slithering into our countdown is Wes Craven's iconic A Nightmare on Elm Street. While not based on a specific case, the film draws inspiration from real-life incidents involving Southeast Asian refugees from the Hmong communities from Laos who died in their sleep after experiencing extreme nightmares. These strange phenomena is called by many names throughout Asia, but in the West, it is simply called Asian Death Syndrome by many. There were reports of 38 such incidents between July 1977 and October 1981. By the end of December 1981, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's Mortality and Morbidity Weekly Report had linked these sudden unexpected nocturnal deaths among Southeast Asian refugees to a condition better known as SUNS. These mysterious deaths gave rise to the terrifying world of Freddy Krueger, a malevolent entity who preys on teenagers in their dreams. Krueger, with his leering, disfigured face and razor-tipped claws, is a ghoul straight out of our collective fears. What makes Robert Englund's fiend more menacing is there is no escaping him. We inevitably must fall asleep and face Freddy. The film introduced Johnny Depp to the world in a role that he initially didn't audition for, adding a touch of Hollywood serendipity to the nightmare. A lesser-known fact about the film is that the infamous glove with its razor-sharp blades was designed by Craven himself. The original production was completed in just 32 days on a modest budget of $1.8 million. Despite common misconceptions, Freddy Krueger is not based on any real serial killer, but rather the unsettling real-life phenomena of death during sleep. From nightmares to prophecies, our next film takes us from the suburbs to a small West Virginia town. Next, we journey to Point Pleasant, West Virginia with the Mothman Prophecies. Based on John Keel's 1975 book, the film delves into the eerie events of 1966 and 67, where residents reported sightings of a mysterious winged creature known as the Moth Man. These sightings culminated in the tragic collapse of the Silver Bridge, a catastrophe that the film claims to link to the Mothman. Director Mark Pellington masterfully creates an atmosphere of dread and mostly leaving the creature to our imagination, preserving the mysterious nature of the original accounts. The movie incorporates actual quotes from witnesses, grounding its unsettling narrative in real-life testimonies. To Pellington's credit, he made no mention of Point Pleasant's bloody history, as the flashpoints of the French and Indian Wars and the First Battle of the American Revolution. He kept to the facts of the case with an almost documentarian feel, While the connection between the Mothman sightings and the bridge collapse remains speculative, the film's chilling ambience and adherence to documented incidents make it a standout. Next, we travel from West Virginia to Arizona. At number 3, we have Fire in the Sky, a film that dramatizes the alleged alien abduction of Travis Walton in 1975. Walton's story became one of the most famous abduction cases, and the film stays relatively true to his accounts of the events on Earth. Despite misconceptions, the vivid and terrifying abduction scenes were largely invented for cinematic effect, diverging from Walton's own recollections. The real Travis Walton worked closely with the filmmakers to ensure that the depiction of the aftermath, his community's reaction, and the subsequent investigation remained accurate. This collaboration lends an air of authenticity to the movie despite its dramatized elements. Walton's story continues to intrigue and terrify, cementing Fire in the Sky as a compelling exploration of the unknown. Drifting from alien abductions to demonic possessions, our next film reminds us that sometimes the most terrifying entities can be contained in the most innocent objects. Taking the second spot is The Possession, a film inspired by the alleged haunting of a Dybbuk box, a wine cabinet claimed to be cursed. While the movie takes many liberties, it draws unsettling premise from Kevin Manis' real-life account owning this haunted item. The film suggests the box is an ancient Jewish artifact, though in reality it is a modern creation with no known mystical origins. Director Ole Bornedal's decision to use minimal CGI and rely on practical effects adds a layer of realism to the supernatural narrative. The true Dybbuk box is now a notorious artifact, currently owned by ghost hunter Zach Baggins and displayed in his haunted museum. This real-world connection enhances the eerie authenticity of the film, making The Possession a chilling watch. From cursed artifacts to cursed buildings, our next entry explores one of the most famous haunted houses in American history. At number 1, we have Winchester, a film that delves into the life of Sarah Winchester and her infamous mansion. While the movie dramatizes many events, it accurately portrays Sarah's belief that she was haunted by the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles. The real Winchester house, with its 160 rooms and bizarre architecture, serves as a testament to her ceaseless construction efforts, driven by both guilt and grief. Filmed partially in the actual Winchester Mystery House, the movie captures the labyrinthine and eerie nature of the mansion. It sheds light on her relentless pursuit of peace from the tormented souls she believed haunted her. The film's dedication to portraying the true essence of Sarah Winchester's life and her legendary home makes it a fitting conclusion to our countdown. As our journey through these spine-chilling tales comes to an end, we hope you felt the haunting thrill that only the most authentic paranormal stories can provide. If you haven't already seen these movies, you're in for a spooky treat. But these films are not for the faint of heart. Watch them at your own risk. Please remember, dear listener, this is just a glimpse into the vast realm of the unexplained. If you crave more eerie encounters and ghostly mysteries, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. There's always another shadow, another whisper, another haunted story waiting to be told. Stay curious, stay haunted, and we'll see you in the next episode of Haunted Hollywood. Good night.